All right, guys, most people, they tend to fry eggs just one way their whole life, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you eat eggs as much as I do, it's nice to switch it up every once in a while. So today, I'm gonna show you 3 different ways that I like to fry my eggs. They're all super easy, they're all delicious, and they all have something a little bit different to offer. So let's get started. All right, the first egg I'm gonna do today is a butter-basted egg. Now, kind of like it sounds, this egg is made by frying in butter and continuously basting that hot butter over the top of the egg until the whites and yolk are done to your liking. So I'm gonna start with a pretty generous amount of butter here. Got about 3 tablespoons here. My heat's on medium, maybe just under, just enough to melt the butter, get it sizzling. I don't want it too hot. Now I'm not even gonna wait for my butter to melt all the way. It's sizzling now. I'm gonna crack my egg right into the pan. I'm gonna let the white start to set up a little bit on this before I move anything around. All right, it's been just about 45 seconds and you can see my butter is all melted. The white is starting to set up and I'm gonna start basting now. I'm using a non-stick skillet, so I'm gonna use a rubber spatula for this. I just tilt the pan a little bit to one direction. I scoop up that hot butter and I dump it right on top. Now what this does is it allows you to cook the whites fully without flipping the egg or covering. And it lets you cook the yolk as much or as little as you want. You can really direct the heat by where you pour this butter. This goes pretty quick, guys. It's almost done. All right, at this point my white is set. I'm gonna turn off my heat. Grab my plate. We're gonna scoop her out of there. Check out this egg, guys. It's cooked perfectly. The yolk is still nice and runny. The white is fully set and buttery. Delicious, perfect with some toast. All right, method number 2 is a cream fried egg. Now this sounds a little different and I was a little skeptical the first time I tried it, but I promise it's amazing and it's perfect for when you have a little bit of heavy cream left over and you're not sure what to do with it. So I'm heating up my pan here on a medium heat. I'm gonna pour 2 to 3 tablespoons of heavy cream directly into the pan. Now that cream is already bubbling, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw my egg right on top. Now for this egg, I like to add a little bit of red pepper flake because I just feel like that heat goes really well with the richness of the cream. I'm gonna put that right on top while it's cooking. For this egg, we're also not gonna flip it just like the basted egg, but instead we're gonna cover it, and that's what's gonna make sure that the white gets fully set. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a lid on this right now. I can also turn my heat down slightly while the lid is on. This is only gonna take about 1 to 1.5 minutes. You're gonna wanna check your egg every 30 or 45 seconds until it's done to your likeness. Not yet. All right, this is looking great, so I'm gonna cut my heat now. I'm just gonna break this free with a spatula. Slide it right onto my plate. It has a nice glossy top. That cream gives it a nice sort of rich brown butter flavor. There's really nothing like it. A little salt and pepper here. Check this out, guys. Super runny yolk. The white is fully set. Oh, look at that. It's really good. It's got a creamy brown butter sort of flavor, a little spicy from the red pepper flake. It doesn't get much better than this. All right, moving on. All right guys, so the third and final egg I'm going to show you today is the classic over easy. Now this one will be flipped, but I'm not going to need a spatula, and don't worry, it's easy. The over in over easy literally means that you have to flip the egg over. So I'm going to start with a little butter again, but a lot less than with the basted egg. I've got my pan on a little bit higher heat for this one because I want it to cook quickly. Butter is melted, time to add the egg. Got a little shell on that one. Now for this egg, we're going to want to let it cook and not touch it until it's ready to flip. And then we're going to finish it just about 30 seconds on that second side. So we're going to want it to be mostly cooked before we flip it. All right, so I don't know if you can see here, but my edges are starting to crisp up just a little bit. My white is mostly set, but still runny on top. And my yolk is still nice and gooey. So we're just going to give this one a little flip. Don't overthink it. I promise you can do it. If you break your yolk, don't worry about it. Nice and easy. About 30 seconds on this side. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and cut the heat right now. All right, it's ready for a plate. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a little salt and pepper as well. You can see the white is nice and set up, crispy on the edges. And that yolk, oh, still nice and runny. Really good. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned something today. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. And if you're looking for more egg content just like this, please subscribe. Thank you.